Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 episode. Today we will be taking on the Notes on Shiori event here. It has just become available, and I've noticed that it's got a timer of 9 days and 21 hours. And yeah, that does worry me a little, but I think I'll be fine on time. I should definitely be able to get this event done in time. Yeah, it seems like we've got 23 sub chapters here. Okay, there are some nice things in the event shop, but yeah, let's go ahead and start this event and see what's up. Got no idea what this would be about, other than the notes on Shuri, I guess. I don't know who Shuri is. Okay, stage 1, safe travel. Okay. But yeah, I am interested to see what this has to offer. Oh, this looks like a nice place. Oh, St. Petersburg. The smoke of the fatherland is sweet and pleasant to us, especially in the early morning when someone is about to travel far from home. However, it's not obvious to this complaining lady.
Газета? Их телега уже давно не появлялась. Я слышала, что цена была низкая и рабочих рук у них не хватало. Эти торговцы жадные, как бездонная яма. Впрочем, как эти фермеры.
Right?
Дым, пыль, приискиватели — это последнее, что нужно этому бедному городу. В прошлый раз она была в отъезде целый год и не прислала ни одного письма. Сейчас она опять уезжает в такие места, где подружиться можно только с комарами, шами и с сильными.
Who is she talking about? Why are they hating on this person who's about to leave again?
Святая Мария, не дай ей заболеть или вернуться домой ослепшей, как та женщина.
Like that woman.
Вы имеете в виду медаль, врученная за исследование? Она из бронзы. Кто знает, сколько рублей она стоит. Не говоря уже о тех балах, которые она упустила. Молодые кавалеры приходили и уходили, но у нее даже не было возможности с ними познакомиться.
Yeah, I do wonder what year this could be. The furniture in this room looks very nice though. The Grumbles easily sneak into the room through the window with the floating dust. The one being complained about closes the door. She needs to pack carefully in a room free of noise and interruptions. For a long journey, everything is too essential to forget.
Route confirmed.
Oh, Yenisei. Didn't expect Yenisei to be here. Hello, Yenisei.
Maps, carriage ticket, reference letter, glass bottles, rock hammer.
Well, she's got a reference letter. Is she going to like a new workplace?
And the knife in my pocket.
The knife.
Oh, I need to waterproof the papers. Linen, it's, oh, here it is.
The fabric, left from the last trip, has a broader width than remembered. Perhaps it is holding paper for only one user this time. It seems much more empty than it had been. Using such a large fabric is a luxury for her.
I could bring more new parchment this time.
Oh, she's got really big eyes here.
Wait, why is it already used?
A written document is hidden between blank sheets of paper. The handwriting is inconsistent, but neatly penned. It seems to have been deliberately forgotten and is now being rediscovered at this very moment. Fortunately, there are signatures in the margins, left as a discreet footnote on each page. Recorded by Yenisei.
It's a record I wrote from dictation. Judging from the handwriting, I must have done it in the wilds. The edge is ragged, so probably it's been stored for over a year since it dried. Over a year? Oh, it's the travel diary Madame Besmertz asked me to write down for her. Maybe I should call it travel notes?
Notes? Oh, notes? That's mentioned in
Either
the
way,
title.
I think I'd completed the arrangement and sent the original to her. There's no way I forgot such an important thing. So, what is it doing here?
Yeah, randomly coming across this is a bit random.
And it's missing a few days of records.
Oh,
October 10, October 16, October 17.
what if someone just broke into a room and stole the records? I don't know
October
what would be
17.
on these records
Zach.
though.
We sold the carriage and rented boats from the local farmers to sail along the River before it froze. In this way, we might be able to enter the city of Omsk without passing the North Gate. After all, the travelers from the Far East had said the city was heavily guarded like a fortress, and the guards would not overlook the slightest inconsistency between people's stories and their documents.
Alright, I mean it's good to be
We
careful.
had to go through this trouble because we were in such a rush when we set off that we had little time
I like how the background changed. Oh,
to prepare
that's cool.
the documents. They were far from authentic enough to convince the guards.
Before we left, I gave several speeches to raise funds for the travel. The last speech was in a new park in the downstream area of the Ulm River. My
Okay.
assistant described to me that the park was crowned by a large pile of cumulate rock, which was burdened with the European Russian vegetation, all in its best time of year. This is the note on the 17th, the day after... October 18th. I have almost no recollection of that day. Child, do you recall anything?
Okay, why doesn't she remember anything about the 18th? Alright, I guess it's just maybe long ago. Cause I don't know if these notes were being written like on the day. I guess not. I guess they're writing like maybe a while after the actual date has passed. The girl's busy checking her records, but after a while she opens her mouth to respond.
October 18. I do. After we took a break and collected the supplies we needed, you talked to the governor. He introduced you to a historian and sent a land surveyor.
Oh. Yes, I remember it now. Bits of trivia. Let's skip that day for now.
Who are you? She's got nice, what is that? Is that... I don't know if it's the lighting, but it kind of looks like almost a little tinge of like greenish, but it's more silver, I'd say. Yeah, I like this big coat she has here. And this hat with the goggles on it.
Yes, madam.
But who are you?
October 19th, partly sunny. I elaborated on my plan in my speech in the park. One of my arguments mentioned the Douchois festival in the Eastern Land.
Oh, I don't know how the Douchois festival is intertwined in this, but alright.
Legend of the Douchois festival.
I was gratified to see that the audience was drawn to the relations between land worship and the historical geological features in Asia, and the investigation materials about a long-lost arcane skill.
A long-lost arcane skill. Okay. What's that skill
While
then?
forms of land worship vary from one religion to another, the stories about an Eastern arcane skill known to the merchants as Ask and Acquire are almost identical.
Okay.
In those stories, men and women with determined minds overcame the highest mountain and the deepest canyon to seek an answer. They patiently endured the suffering like the ascetics, pleading for the gods of Shirti's motherly mercy and hoping to be given what they asked.
Okay. That seems terrible, to be honest, but do they actually get what they want? The girl quickly makes a note of these important words. From unknown to familiar, she has known these names for a long time.
Even to this day, after the Seekers are long gone, the god has never shown itself to any one of us. But we know it was there, for there is no better proof of the ask and acquire than this revived land.
Okay, I don't really quite get what that means, but this arcane skill seems pretty important.
There is a sureness in
powerful.
people's remarks on ask and acquire. They are certain about its authenticity, like any geologist would not doubt the difference of soils and floodplains and mountains. That's right. Do we really have to see it to believe it? None of us have ever touched one sedimentary rock, but we can infer that such a thing exists.
The girl's speedy transcription follows in close synchronization with the speaker's words, but even so, she hesitates at this moment.
Madam, your analogy?
Is there a problem?
The existence of sedimentary rock can be verified, but that of the lost arcane skill cannot.
Oh.
Which is
Okay.
what I'm going to do now. To find the last piece of the jigsaw puzzle.
Sure. Are we gonna climb a mountain?
Pardon me,
oh.
ladies.
Sorry. This guy has some nice glasses. A third voice rings out. A young man in glasses tidies up his clothes and walks towards them.
She's right. We do need to find something, otherwise, how are we supposed to make up for this time we've spent running and waiting?
Interesting guy. I like his scarf. That's a very striking blue scarf. Yeah, I like his scarf. He does look like he's... I don't know what this face he's making at us is though.
What?
What?
Take a good look around.
The girl realizes that there will be nothing more for her to record today, and puts away her pen and paper. Then she stands to take in a complete view of the steppes? I'm sorry, I don't know this word. Steps, now that the roaring wind and rain had ceased. Vultures, the same color as the dark earth, hover above their heads, gazing with a scavenger's intent at all the creatures below them that seem to have stopped moving. That's
The
not
rain
good.
has stopped.
It was raining? I didn't even know it was raining, to be honest.
Don't act like you just noticed it, miss.
Okay, buddy. I just realized it, okay?
How much longer are we going to wait, huh? Long enough for the vultures to eat the flesh and bones?
You! Mr. Krolik, you're troubled by unnecessary concerns.
Okay, so we just suddenly got her name for some reason. Okay, now we know. She is Besmert. Nice to meet you, Besmert. And then the guy's
vultures
Mr.
are
Krolik.
scavengers. They are here only for the animal corpses brought by the thunderstorm. They will leave us alone.
So they don't pose a threat. Then what's with the waiting?
His hurried speech reveals his nervousness, though Yenisei doesn't understand why.
If you're trying to get us back on the road, you have the right to propose it directly. The team discusses to decide the next step. That's how things have worked all the way. We are not trying to waste your time.
That's what I mean. We should get going now.
Why?
I see. We will suggest the directions as usual, and everyone will vote to decide. And
Okay, that's very convoluted. Do we really need to do that? Have they been doing this the entire time? Every time someone proposes that we should go somewhere, or or lead somewhere, we start voting on directions to leave on.
Oh no, you don't get it. There's no need to discuss or vote.
Hmm?
Why not?
Because we are
Krolik.
not going forward, but going back. That's the only direction available.
Is he talking about the storm? Hennessy stares silently at Krolik. She disagrees, but politely waits for him to finish speaking.
I'm not the only one with this idea, Miss Besmer. Those legends from the East, that the show festival, is it? And the arcane trick you call ask and acquire. None of them matter more than our lives.
Damn. He is right. The girl can only turn her head in silence further away to that desolate, boundless, snowless winter landscape. All that remained of the temperate land after its withered grass scattered with the wind. The storm they had encountered had blown through here as well, sweeping away almost every living thing. Damn. And the young man's purpose is clear as the open land that lies in front of them.
Can anyone promise there won't be another emergency like this? What if we can't find shelter next time? Yeah. We'll be lying dead out there just like those corpses.
Okay,
I
buddy.
hear you.
It has been 37 days since they left Omsk, heading south. The 5th day on these steps, they have gone without fresh water. That's not very healthy. If everything had gone according to plan, they would have already been sitting in the supply station drinking tea. If they hadn't encountered this sudden storm. Yet, the two people who put this very team together did not anticipate such an eventuality.
Given what happened earlier, it is only reasonable that you would wish to return.
This marks a moment of disagreement when all the half-meant measures sowed the seeds of discord. Okay. To be continued. Are we gonna fight? I don't think we're gonna fight. Okay, we're not fighting. Alright. Interesting start to the event. Yeah, we've got new characters. We've got Yenisei, who was transcribing notes for Miss Besmer. And then we've got Mr. Krolik as well, who really wants to get out of the place. And yeah, not die painfully or something. Yeah. Next up we've got Adagio. Raise your hand and settle this like civilized people. And this one costs energy, so I guess. Oh, we're actually fighting? Oh wait, no, sorry. This is the stage screen. Adagio. Is that Italian? There is neither a single voice of opposition nor one of support from their fellow travelers. If Besmert could see their expressions, she might realize that this silent assent had actually been the sound of plotting minds. Wait. If Besmert could see their expressions. Now, I know Besmert has like a hat, you know, on her head covering her eyes, and also the goggles on the hat, but earlier we did hear those, that random lady who's out there gossiping in the, outside Yenisei's room. They did mention, like, a blind woman, you know? So maybe Besmert is blind, and we just don't, we just don't see it yet.
So are we on the same page?
I fully understand where you're coming from, and I acknowledge your reasoning.
Okay. She's not agreeing to him that they should leave. She's just acknowledging what he's saying.
What are you trying to do?
But we still need a vote to decide.
Okay. Krolik opens his eyes wide, pure joy flickering within them, and waits for the person in front of him to utter the words he longs to hear.
Wait.
Wait. What are we waiting for? Yenisei couldn't stop the inevitable. The explorer, with a knack for speeches, always seems to have a strong belief in her own persuasiveness.
No problem, of course. It's the civilized way to solve it. But I require we skip the speech. We have no time to waste on your monologue.
Oh. What's Besmer gonna do without her precious monologue?
All right.
Madam!
Oh. Yenisei's not having
All
this.
right, gentlemen. If you agree to go back, please, raise your hand.
Okay, but if Besmer is really blind, then I guess Yenisei can confirm the votes for Besmer. As these words land on the listeners not far behind him, the people slowly begin to raise their hands to their ears, fingers crossed. In the end, Kralik has it. He faces both of them, simply raising his hands as though grandstanding somewhat, and a victorious smile stretches across his face.
4-2. See, we can make decisions in no time. Alright?
Well, GG. Is this GG?
This is
We're getting
trap,
out of this.
madam. We can't just... Are you really fine with going back empty-handed like this?
Yeah, that
The
does
vote
not
was
sound
required
good.
by Miss Besnard, not me. And you, I'll take it that you're challenging me to a duel if you continue with this slander.
No, good sir, please don't take it the wrong way. We don't have to go physical.
What about Mr. Urian? He has not voted yet, so the vote is not over.
Is one vote gonna turn the tables? It's gonna be 3-4. We need one more person. The girl believes she has reached the heart of the matter, even if her rational mind knows that a single vote would be of no use. Still, she insists.
Oh, he's too tired to show up. But I'm sure he shares the same idea with us because...
Because what, buddy?
We are all humans. Of course, he's on our side.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, Mr. Kralik. How did this suddenly become a humans versus Arcanus thing, huh? Yenisei doesn't intend to say much to the young man and decides to cross over to the group of people ahead to search for their final voter. That is until another tall man stands up, seemingly to block her path.
Say no more, Kralik. Pack your things. Let's head back.
Fine. We'll split up from here then.
Oh,
We'll take all the supplies with us, or we can't make our way back. No discussion.
we don't need supplies. We've got our unfresh water. Okay, I don't know if they're taking the unfresh water with them. But, I mean, this is one way to solve the problem, just splitting up. I think Yenisei just shook her head in disbelief. He looks even tougher than the communication than the communicators they sent, and after saying his piece, he brushes past Yenisei down through the narrow rock crevice and leads the way toward the supply box behind them. A moment ago, they were all there recounting their previous journey together.
Gentlemen, the team was put together in good faith. Perhaps we should negotiate, not...
Oh. Yenisei's solution is to chase after him and plant herself between the man and Besmer.
The compass doesn't work here. You need me to find the way back.
Ooh.
Leave our supplies, and I'll show you the way.
Okay.
You have to do this the hard way.
The man shakes his head, clearly unwilling to accept the proposal. In her shock, Yenisei instinctively protects the person behind her, realizing that confrontation seems inevitable. It does seem inevitable. Alright, we're fighting in the wilds. And yeah, we don't need for 2-2 on the main three, right? We just need damage. But yeah, yeah, I mean, our team, this seems to be kind of a rough team if we're out here fighting our own members in the wild. That's not very good.
Perfectly understood. Just another shift. Please stay behind me.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Laundry time.
Let's see. Oh, that guy got one shot. Well. Okay, good stuff. Let's press on this.
Not even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Well, that was nice and easy. Hopefully this means Oh,
That, my friends, is not how civilized people solve their problem.
oh, hello. Is this our final voter? The voice is calm and composed, but its gravity brings a swift end to the playful duel. Playful? That didn't seem playful to me. It seemed like we were like fighting to the death.
Mr. Jorian!
Hello, Mr. Jurian. Nice to meet you. In a makeshift team of this sort, the eldest member is often bestowed a special prestige based on their experience.
Mr. Jurian.
Hello, Mr.
Monsieur
Jurian.
Krolik, I thought you were here to discuss the reallocation of supplies with Madame Besmer. I didn't expect this.
Well,
Oh,
It's true
Krolik.
that you didn't choose to be here. You are here because you have an important mission given by the governor to complete. We have come this far. Do you really want to give up now?
I mean, he kind of seems like he does, but maybe we can convince him. The man's frame visibly shrinks. The pretense of communication has been exposed, and every word spoken by his elder makes it more and more impossible for him to offer a rebuttal.
As for you, gentlemen, Petrov, I'm surprised you're here too.
I like Jurian's voice.
It's a
Very
risk
nice.
that none of us expected. But it shouldn't have broken your will. I remember you showed a great interest in those ancient strata in the south when we were at the speech.
All we need is safety. There will always be a buffer period after extreme weather. We should seize the chance and head back.
Or we push forwards, and then we get our information about the ask and acquire arcane skill, and then we go hope, and then yeah, everyone's happy.
If you persuade Miss Besmet to give us a confirmed date before which we can find the running water and come back, we can stick to the original plan.
Madame Besmer?
Certainly. You see, these are all negotiable.
Yep, gotta love
Wait,
negotiating.
about the date. We can only decide after making an inventory.
Upon hearing these words, the man takes out his pocket watch, shakes it twice, and shows Yenisei the current time.
You have 30 minutes.
That's enough.
A brief consensus is reached, and the others scatter back to their former places, gathering supply boxes together and waiting for a response from the two in charge. Besmer cautiously touches the wooden boxes. The young girl comes to her side with a pen and paper, making a quiet record of things. For a moment, the only sound between them is of pen on paper.
You know,
Wait a second. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Hmm?
I thought Yenisei was transcribing, but she's just taking inventory, I believe. Yeah.
Mr. Jorian is very interested in Arcanum and Arcanists. He is the keenest supporter of our journey besides the governor. Even if his understanding of Ask and Acquire is significantly different from mine.
The girl continues her rummaging and recording, while responding gently and deftly to Besmer's habitual broaching of this parallel topic.
The legend of Ask and Acquire, as told by many merchants, always involves a certain price. The price takes different forms in the stories, but mostly it is a great danger.
Okay? Like climbing the mountain that they mentioned earlier.
I believe that refers to the highest mountain and deepest canyon in those stories.
I reckon so. But Mr. Jorian, as a human historian studying the arcane skill, believes it's a form of exchange that arcanists make with nature.
And you think he's wrong?
At this stage, we can't verify anything, so all these assumptions will have to remain assumptions. However, As we are getting closer to that mysterious land, my craving for its knowledge is also becoming stronger.
Mysterious land? Wait. What's this mysterious land they're trying to reach? Between these words, Besmert walks around to another box and notices that the closer the instrument is placed to it, the more distinctly she can smell the alcohol. It is obvious that the alcohol prepared for boiling point measurements had been used as an emergency resource during the night when the temperature dropped drastically. That's funny. We shouldn't ask too much from such a ragtag team.
What do we know about the supplies?
Put aside the water problem, the supplies can feed everyone for 8 days, maybe 12 if we economize. We can hold even longer if there are any preys or herders along the way.
Okay.
Are there any supply stations?
Our supply stations are not on these plains. At least not on the map.
How much drinking water and alcohol do we have left?
Approximately...
Oh?
Oh great. These idiots put water in the alcohol. Now we are short of both.
Well, that's not great, innit? Why are they griefing us like this, man?
At least the alcohol has kept them warm.
Yep. Yep, looking on the bright side.
They could have
Besmert.
just drunk the alcohol.
All right, child. Now we should focus on the direction for the next step, not these bits of trivia. Regarding which, just to be clear, what I have in mind is only slightly better than nothing.
Well, I guess slightly better than nothing is better than nothing.
Better how?
The moist air and the soil. Have you noticed? The soil beneath our feet is way too sticky, even for a land after a thunderstorm.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure about this, but I tend to think that there is groundwater beneath us,
Oh, that sure is convenient for us.
which means we are close to running water.
That's perfect, because we are lacking fresh water.
All right. Let me think about how to get us there.
Can't you use your arcane skill?
What is Yenese's arcane skill? I played her previously, but I don't know if however.
What?
Let's just let her
Just because
tell
you
us.
don't know what to do doesn't mean you should count on this thing. You're not like them.
I just want to make use of everything we have.
Fine, I told you how it works. Without new running water, the old samples in the bottles can only show us the way back. That's the best they can do.
Right. So that's why she keeps shaking these vials of water. It's pretty green though. That doesn't seem very healthy. To prove this, the girl takes a glass bottle from her person and places it in the waiting, doubtful
This
hand.
one is from the lower course of the River. The arcane energy I can use for divination has almost faded away. Can it show us the way back? Sure, but that's not what we want. Only Mr. Krolik and his men would be happy to hear that.
Upon hearing this, Besmert stands up straight. Although she cannot see her eyes... Wait, what do you mean she cannot see her eyes? Her silent posture alone seems to affect an aura of rapid thought. Oh, right, sorry. I got a bit confused, but although Yenese can't see Besmert's eyes, I think. Yenese looks up at her and can almost hear the sound of gears spinning in her skull.
To think on the bright side, we still have a chance to go home.
A chance to go home.
But I didn't leave my homeland to go back there, madam.
Yes, I know. I feel the same. I'm not suggesting we turn back immediately. it's just an option. To the best of my recollection, such moist soil is often found in the mountains and floodplains of the temperate zone, especially in the forest steppes covered with Chernozem. The landscape is very different from where we are now.
Right.
Before we sheltered from the thunderstorm, you told me about a mountain in the southeast. It blocked the horizon from our sight, right?
Interesting. The girl's eyes widen upon hearing these words, the expression of a hopeful epiphany.
Based on this, I would assume the thunderstorm was the result of a stronger convection coming from the other side of the mountain. Now, on the steppe, to form a cloud large enough to bring a thunderstorm would require a large amount of running water.
Okay.
And the source of the running water is probably on the other side of the mountain.
Wow. Amazing insight. Now, how far is this mountain? And how long it'll take for us to get there? I mean, we do have 8 days, maybe 12 days of supplies, so I guess we can make it, you know. But then we'd be okay. We would have access to water, but not food
Exactly. We can set off in that general direction.
though. Excellent.
We might not find any water there.
Oh,
That's the worst result. In that case, we can still return here with the help of your arcane skill. As long as we have that glass bottle with us,
what if someone just steals the glass bottle
That's right.
or it breaks?
we tell them we need another 5 days.
Okay. Besmert grips the glass bottle in her hand as though clinging on to one final trace of hope.
They won't accept more days than that. If they won't even settle for this, I will convince them, like I did when I first got them on the team.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, people have talked about Besmert's like persuasion skills, and I don't know if that's like she's just really charismatic, or is there some underlying like ability that Besmert is using to convince people. To be continued. All right. Pretty cool. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna be climbing around a mountain, maybe. Alright, let's press on with part 3, the Fairyland. Whoa, what is this? Why is it so green all of a sudden? This meadow is an anomaly in this environment, only possible during extreme temperature shifts. It could be caused by fungus or mysterious creature passing through. A mysterious creature? What, like a mythical creature? That would be cool. Let's press on now though. To part 3, the Fairyland. Besmert did indeed succeed, in convincing the others. On one hand, as she clearly points out the direction of her thinking, and provides reasons and arguments for her judgment, her human companions are easily convinced. On the other hand, all other concerns soon cease to be of significance. 2 days later. Damn, what well played, Besmert. Whoa, it's so green. The girl's eyes widen as she looks blinking at a flowing stream appearing seemingly from thin air not far from them, as though staring at it might restore it all to its original state. Yeah, there's a small little stream here, very nice. I like the music. I say it every time I hear this. She remembers clearly when she was only a mile from here yesterday evening. There was nothing to indicate the presence of such a miraculous hidden feature.
Mademoiselles,
Mademoiselles.
this is a miracle. I'm glad we didn't give up and go back.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Wait.
Even though it's May.
Something's not right.
Oh? What's wrong? Is there something up with water?
What are we waiting for?
It's water. Is something actually wrong with the water though? Because Yenisei's abilities use water, right? Not intending to wait for an answer, he runs towards the stream, an unheeded reaction to the long labors of their journey through the desolate wilderness.
We are on the right path. I have nothing to say.
The humans move briskly toward the rushing stream. For a moment, only the two arcanists remain skeptical about this new variable.
No, wait. Please don't.
And everyone's dead. Well, GG. Unable or unwilling to heed her shouts, they rush into the stream, sinking their faces into the water and pulling them out with smiles as wide as if they had never seen such natural beauty before. Well, I'm glad these guys are having a great time, but I'm sure the water will start doing terrible things to them shortly. Standing beside Besmert, who had failed to stop their advance, the red-haired girl cautiously retreats as well, making a sharp contrast with the humans who embrace the water like a fish too long in the air.
What? Madam, you didn't tell us the running water was right on the side when we pitched camp yesterday.
Yeah. Because I found it a bit odd that, you know, when they were talking about it, yeah, she said here she was only 1 mile from here yesterday evening, so surely they could have just, you know, walked an extra mile last night and just, you know, camped out here. So that is a bit bizarre that there's a stream right here already.
Yes, because I didn't notice any signs of water.
So this just appeared. That's not good.
I thought it was your doing.
I wish it was. But sadly, this is beyond my power. I'm not even sure if we are still staying on the planned route.
That's not good. Where did this entire river come from then? This is obviously not good news, as Yenisei's silence reveals. Besmert immediately realizes the ambiguity of her words.
Indeed. I can hear the river flowing and running against the stones and shores.
Have you noticed anything else?
Yes. I'm not an expert, though.
Please give us your thoughts,
The soil
Besmert.
here is moist too, but it feels different. Like just dampened by frequent spring rains.
Frequent spring rains. But it hasn't rained since like 2 days ago, right? Like when there was the storm. So interesting. So there's like a little realm out here.
The dry air of winter has completely gone.
There's like a little pocket dimension in here for
And
some
the
reason.
grass here looks nothing like the temperate grass we should be seeing in December. It's
so green.
as if it were April or May now.
Wow. Yeah.
But we haven't gone that far. Is this some kind of illusion brought by arcane power?
Ooh.
Whether it's an illusion or something else, there must be something wrong with the water they drank.
Well, they're all gonna
You're right.
they're all gonna have a hard
We can't
time.
let them drink it.
Besmert, it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Everyone has already had like liters of this stream water. Yet the rational oh my god. The rational repudiations could not change the fact that their companions had already drunk from the abnormal water. Besmert instinctively runs forward, wishing to minimize the damage before things get
Gentlemen,
worse.
please listen. The water.
Hold on, madam. It's too late.
Yenisei grabs her hand, trying to prevent Besmert from running in a panic and potentially suffering a fall. Besmert still wishes to rush forward, but finds herself unable to break free.
I have to tell them. I am the reason why they are here.
Listen, they have filled the water bags and are coming back.
Their momentary joy at finally being able to move forward is rapidly diluted. The only consolation is that the human walking back toward the two of them still appears to be normal.
What's wrong? Are you not going to fill your water bags?
Nothing. We'll go later.
The water is clean. You can even see the trout swimming. Too bad we need to keep our packs light.
Why are there flipping trouts? Sorry. Yeah, how are there trouts swimming in a stream in winter? Buddy, have you thought about that, team member 1?
Thank you. We'll fill our bags once we figure out which way we should go next.
Krolik is still by the river. He seems parched. Is he the reason you didn't go there?
No.
Alright, no problem then. I'll go check and feel the rest.
Okay, buddy. Their tall companion nods and walks past the two of them and toward the previously set down baggage. Once he is gone, Yenisei speaks once more.
Please, wait here, madam. I'll go check.
Madame Besmer!
Hello, Jurian. Are you good? Did you drink from the
Mr.
water?
Jorian, did you drink the water?
Oh, I did. Just like Petrov said, the water is clean. A bit sweet to taste, even.
Why on earth is it sweet to taste? That's not normal. That's just not normal.
That's good then. You were looking for me. Is there a problem?
No. Look, I know you don't need any compliments, but thank you for leading us to the running water. I'm glad you once again earned their trust.
Okay. Let's hope there's no violent effects happening to the people right this instant.
Maybe we should thank the Ask and Acquire.
What? That's funny.
Perhaps. Now, it's time for us to set out again for the Eastern Arcane skill you mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know how they are intending to just find this skill though. Like I don't know how they're trying to accomplish this task. If they're trying to like discover this ask and acquire skill. Like there's no way there's just like, you know, a random book with the words ask and acquire, you know, on it that describes how to perform this skill. So I'm not too sure on exactly what they're trying to find, but yeah, whatever. They did mention like some sort of hidden realm earlier though, so maybe that's where the skill is taught or something. I don't know.
Before we do that, I remember you once mentioned your assistant during your speech, saying her arcane skill was related to water and could find directions in the wild.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yes, you remember it correctly.
A glad smile of acknowledgement appears on the face of the middle-aged man, and his enthusiasm compelling him to ask one question after
that is
another.
so wonderful. Earlier you said that this was a safe gap, but at the time you did not explain in detail how it would work. Now, may I have the honor to witness it? How does she communicate with water? Will she be possessed? Or like those mystics in the palace?
Sir, my arcane skill cannot predict what will happen precisely, and it is not cast through possession. Please do not overestimate what you don't understand and simply count on it.
Sorry, Yenisei.
I know, child. I'm only curious and hoping to see it with my own eyes.
Damn.
No, sir. It is not an exhibit in the museum or a play in the theater.
Well, that's a shame.
Oh,
Jurian is disheartened. The girl shakes her head and firmly refuses Jurian's request once again. But he doesn't care. He has received more of an answer than he expected, and as he leaves he smiles and straightens his collar again, bidding goodbye to both of them, respectively.
They look all right.
Oh, we've got
For
some
now, yes.
music
I
playing.
feel uneasy about it. I have to go there.
There is little you can do even if you go there, given the condition of your eyes. I will go check them, one by one.
The condition of her eyes. That kinda... I don't know. Now it makes it sound like, even though I think she may be unable to see, but why is it... maybe I'm just reading too deep into this, and, you know, she's just blind, and that's the end of it, but describing it like this kind of makes me feel like there's more to what happened to her eyes, you know?
Wait. Mr. Jorian just asked about your arcane power. Maybe now was a good time.
What?
When you look for the direction with your arcane skill, check if the water is real.
Why can't we just do that without looking for the direction?
What if it's not?
Well, it'll be GG's to our human friends then.
In that case, child, we have no choice but to divine our way back. With the water in your bottle.
Right. Besmert's worried and helpless words echo in Yenisei's ears.
Fine, I'll do it. I will find the direction through divination, verify if the water is running, and check if anything's wrong.
Okay. The girl takes a step forward and walks towards the strange babbling stream that seems to have come from nowhere. Oh! Yenisei walks barefoot into the river. Flowing water on a temperate plateau like this should naturally be cold. It gently laps at her just beneath her calves. She closes her eyes, trying to make herself unaware of the temperature.
Святые воды, пожалуйста, теките, теките. Пусть ваша милосердная любовь и забота плывут вместе с пеной вдаль. По пути вы сможете поливать корни, увлажнять траву и обливать душу медом. Как будто поднять поток с рифа, об который разбиваются волны.
The light spots gather and gradually fill the empty glass bottle.
Я пойду к этому потоку. Все будет так, как я сказала.
Oh. Very cool.
Southeast.
Southeast. That's what Besmert said earlier. Where the direction of that mountain. The empty glass bottle falls from her loosened grip. Okay. That's good, I guess. Oh, is she like lightheaded now? But yeah, I mean the little trail thing kind of went towards this direction, and I guess this is the mountain we are heading towards. The girl looks dazed as she picks up her damp and heavy feet from the water, heading to the southeast. And we're blacking out. Is this normal? This doesn't seem normal. Half of her mind is still in the realm of delirium. The sounds she hears are fragmented into pieces that she can only attempt to fit together. Yet, through the difficulty of her present state of mind, she tries her best to make sense of what Besmert is saying. Does this happen every time she uses her arcane skill? Or is it because of the weird water here?
Haven't you?
Easy, Yenny. Take your time.
Yes. Yes. The sign has come out. I asked the river to show me the place with the strongest arcane energy. Then it pointed at the southeast among all the other directions.
Yeah, and it's directly where the mountain is.
That is probably the direction we are looking for.
Amazing.
And yes, this river is real. Running water. It is flowing with vitality.
Amazing. But where on earth did this
Alright.
water come from?
Perhaps I was wrong.
Don't doubt yourself, Besmert.
It's never wrong to consider all the possibilities, madam. Please, wait here. I will mark the direction and inform everyone of it.
Awesome.
Sure.
Huh. Nice. To be continued. Perfect. Well, I am glad that the river is perfectly fine. Or is it? Strange horses is part 4. Alright. Strange horses. The walking man, the crouching animal. In the blink of an eye in a fleeting moment. Alright. That's a bit vague. Let's take a look at these strange horses then. Stage 4. The spring scenery of the steppes stretches out to the edge of the horizon. The expedition team continues to trek in the direction indicated by the river. As they do, they scarcely notice as the terrain beneath them changes, until the party at last finds themselves walking across bare rock. The uneven green rocks merge with the greyish and purple granite, rough and jagged. In spots, tumbleweed and sand rice plants pierce through the jagged stone, billowing and cascading, and then plummeting down the cliff. The travelers also feel as though they are moving downward. As the surrounding peculiarities increase, so too does their breathing, which becomes increasingly restricted. Damn.
You did prove yourself right by finding running water for us. So I'm not judging you this time, but are we going the wrong way?
No. This is the right direction.
This is a rough direction. Maybe this is part of ask and acquire, the price that we need to give.
But it's getting harder and harder to breathe, even if we are going down the mountain.
That is a bit odd. That shouldn't be happening.
What about you, madam? Are you feeling all right?
I feel fine. Perhaps because I'm used to climbing mountains. But we are definitely 3,000 meters above the sea level now. It's normal if you're feeling unwell at this height. If only we still had alcohol.
Okay, how does Besmert know we are 3,000 meters above sea level right now, though? That is a bit odd. But yeah, I mean, it is normal if you feel unwell 3,000 meters above sea level, but then, like, surely they would have felt unwell before they were going down the mountain, and not while going down the mountain.
It's just a thought. I wouldn't have gathered enough courage to climb up that slope if I hadn't taken the last few sips.
Besmert shakes her head, dispelling unnecessary thoughts, and instead pursues another possibility.
But, child, are you sure we are on the right path?
Was everyone doubting Yenisei?
I don't think it's wrong. The clearer the sign, the higher the accuracy. And the sign I just saw happened to be exceptionally clear.
What if the river gave you a bad direction?
What about the others? Are you feeling all right? Shall we stop and take a short break?
I have a bad feeling. Instead of a break, we need a new direction. Back home, for example.
Oh.
Before we do anything, can we have some rest? My head has been pounding for a while. I thought it was common in the mountains and you all felt the same.
Yes. Headache is a common altitude sickness, sir.
Wait, is that tumbleweed? I don't think it belongs here.
Yeah, we did talk about tumbleweed all the way in the beginning here. Yeah, that is a bit odd. And sand rice plants as well. How odd. Yenisei finally notices a large bundle trundling on not far away. How's this happening? This area is so weird.
I hear... Are they rolling nearby? Are you sure? This is not the right season for them to roll and spread seeds.
How odd.
I'm not seeing things, I guess. But I don't know why they are here. And those flowers.
There's flowers blooming, even though it's winter. The team members at the end of their procession stop in their tracks. The others beside him also stop as a result. Until the entire team comes to a standstill.
Something's wrong.
Oh?
Hey you! Where are you taking us? Haven't you noticed the rocks around us? Their color is abnormal. I've never seen anything like this. Not even in books. And look at the holes in the rocks. They were made by water erosion. And that's not supposed to happen in this climate.
Calm down, sir. Perhaps we have reached somewhere beyond the other adventurers' records, but that's all.
What about this? How are you going to explain it? Another one of your stupid arcane skill tricks?
Yennesae lowers her head to look at what seem to be ordinary yellow flowers. Okay. What's happening? Oh. But these flowers wither almost immediately after blooming. It would be difficult to describe such a scene as anything less than a miracle or a curse. That's a bit jarring.
What? This is... What is it? Explain what?
I don't know what species it is. It looks like a mini sunflower, but...
Told you we should head back. Something is wrong with this dump.
Yeah, something is wrong with this area for sure.
Agree. We have a situation now. We should go back while we still can.
Mademoiselles, I have to say this is beyond my imagination.
It's just a flower, yes? Why are you all so scared? I can't see, but...
Besmert reaches out to grasp the flowers again, but the petals wither beneath her fingertips. Now more puzzled, she tries touching a complete cluster, but only ends up with a handful of withered husks. The scent of these withered fragments turns rotten as her sweet fragrance disappears, leaving her having captured only the base note of their perfume.
The smell.
Yeah, some stinky flowers.
Everything is wrong here. The fog is not supposed to form in this latitude. The terrain is strange, and the plants, they wither in an instant.
Right, I'm still seeing this green background, but judging how they said, you know, there was a tumbleweed and sand rice plants earlier, maybe the grass is dying out as well, maybe, in this area?
I don't want to say this.
And this side is
but
the
this
side
place
with the
seems to
rock.
be cursed.
Yeah, this is an
This
odd
phenomenon
area.
makes no sense. We have to go back now.
The voice of the young man is more resolute than ever before. Faced with such a bizarre situation, escape is unarguably the most rational choice.
You heard them, madam. What do you say? Things are indeed weird.
No, we are not returning. We have made it through the thunderstorm. What could be more dangerous than that?
This area, that's what's dangerous.
Perhaps we are getting close. Like those merchants said, there will be a price we must pay for the ask and acquire. Mr. Jorian, you also asked me about it. Don't you remember?
On the contrary, madame, I remember it clearly. I have also told you my suspicion. It could be an exchange made between the arcanist and nature.
Yeah, we did hear Besmert mention Jurian saying this.
What? Of course not.
Look around you. All this bizarre phenomena? You know I wasn't making things up. You set out to pursue that arcane skill, yet we ended up here.
I don't know what your next plan is, but count me out.
Uh-oh. Agitated by this abnormal phenomenon and talk of a possible sacrifice, the young man pushes Besmert aside and stands with the others at the back of the group. A previous scene of division and opposition repeats itself. Yep, just like
No.
earlier.
I swear on my life. That is not my intention.
Madame Besmert would never do that. The point is, the compass doesn't work here. You will get lost on the way back without me.
Oh, and we're taking the entire team hostage again.
There's no doubt this is part of your scheme.
Excuse me?
Mr. Jurian already told us about your secret arcane skill. It's our last hope of getting home in this flight. We trust him. That being the case, you must come with us.
Oh.
No. I came here with Madame Besmert. I'm not leaving without her.
Yennesae also expresses her intentions clearly, never having been one to be swayed by external forces, unless Besmert says that we should head home.
It's fine, madam. We can keep going on our own.
Let's go back.
And she said it. And she said it. We're going back, guys. Unless the person she is supporting lowers her head first.
It's all right. Though I can't see, I can imagine how shocking it must be to make you so uneasy. When we get back to the pasture land...
I'm sorry, madam. We're not taking you.
What?
I don't think we have enough supplies for everyone to make it back. So certainly someone must be abandoned.
Okay, Krollik, then we'll just murder all of you and move on with all of the supplies, and we're gonna keep pressing forward in this terrible cursed land, okay, Krollik? Yeah, we'll feed you to the vultures. Yenisei takes a step closer until she is completely blocking the depressed Besmer's path.
Then allow me to say no. I will not show you the way without Madame Besmertz in the team.
No, Yenny. You're going with them.
But they're leaving you behind.
Looks like your assistant has made her own decision. Sorry, but I never thought it would end up like this.
Violence is
Enough
always
of
the
talking.
answer.
My apologies, ladies.
What? What are you doing?
They are now facing each other, seeming to have decided to end their dispute through force. They are acutely aware that sacrificing one might save the many. It is a simple matter of arithmetic. Well. It's time to fight off
Which of these darlings shall we
our
attend to
our
first?
companions yet again. Right.
Perfectly understood.
Let's just do whatever.
What I'm good at.
Please stay behind me.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master? These sheets are my wings.
Amazing. Alright. Yeah, I probably won't be able to
Please
get
lend me your power.
Liang Yue's ult.
Please stay behind me.
But yeah. That's 8, so that's enough. So I'll just do another Flutter Page attack.
My responsibility.
Well, that was nice.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Case closed indeed, Liang Yue. Oh! Whoa. Whoa! How did this just happen? What? Standing upright is a phenomenon exclusive to humans. It is a miracle born of a desire to break free from the earth and move upwards towards the sky. The outcome unfolds quite apart from everyone's expectations.
What?
So the water is weird after all. Striped horse.
I don't understand. What is going on?
Even though they acknowledge the untimely nature of their dispute, they are left to witness all hope of reconciliation disintegrate before them. Yenisei receives no answer as the people standing in front of her now have lost the ability to reply. Well, that is odd. They have all turned into animals. That is very odd. Strange animals indeed, as the stage name implies. Strange horses, sorry. So they are all horses. That is so random. Okay. Let's press on in with part 5, language barrier. Wait a second.
You often show up unexpectedly. Is this a recent trend among the house guests?
Huh.
Given it some thought. Some of my people also flew to another tree.
招摇领向量 isn't
Huh.
an order.
Oh,
It's a
sorry.
communication.
That... What? Oh my... Am I stupid? He's literally on here. Is it Ge-Tian or Zhe-Tian? No, I'm pretty sure it's Ge-Tian. But yeah. What the hell? It is him. Huh. How interesting. Okay, let's press on then with part 5. Language barrier. Let's see how we're gonna overcome this language barrier. Oh my god, he neighed. That is funny.
No way.
No way indeed. Turning around, she finds that her companion has transformed in an instant from a human on 2 feet to a strange hoofed animal on all 4s. As the only person to have witnessed the entire process in detail, with every aspect too difficult to comprehend, she can only turn her puzzled gaze toward her elder. But Besmer is also in the dark.
What's this noise? Mr. Krollick?
Indeed, Mr. Krollick is now he's now a horse. That's most unusual. The only answer she receives is the impatient stirring of the odd-toed ungulate as it tramples the grass. Don't trample the grass now.
Mr. Jorian.
Is he also a horse? Of course they are. Why are they all striped horses though?
Strange. I heard animals. What happened?
They turned into animals, Besmer. They turned into horses. This is crazy.
Yenisei, I can't see. I need your help.
Oh dear. Give me a minute. Looks like they turned into, I don't know, striped horses?
That is so bizarre.
Sorry, I'm not sure. I've only seen similar animals in books. They look a bit smaller than horses.
Like a pony?
But taller and bigger than donkeys.
Oh.
And they have yellow stripes on their skin.
Huh.
Perhaps some local species on the temperate steppe. Are you certain they're transformed from Mr. Jorian and others? Not the livestock of nearby herders?
Besmer, we were throwing hands like, 2 minutes ago. I'm pretty sure it's them.
I didn't cast any violent arcane skills on them, nor did you. Besides, I didn't sense any fluctuations of arcane energy.
Huh.
I'm sorry, madam. I have no idea.
Wait, if we didn't sense any fluctuation of arcane skill, does that mean this isn't an arcane, this isn't the result of an arcane skill? Or maybe it was just from the water earlier, but then we also found nothing wrong with the water. But come on, it's got to be the water, right? Unless this change only happens to humans and not arcanists, but I don't know.
I think if this wasn't because of us, there must be someone else around.
I mean, that's a good assumption, but I mean, it could also just be nature, right? I mean, nature could be causing this, as Jorian proposed, It's just a price that nature inflicts upon seekers of ask and acquire.
Stay close to me.
Very well. The importance of rallying together and remaining vigilant has already been proven to them. The sound of raptor wings rapidly slicing through the air rushes toward the 2 travelers and their horses.
It's here. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
I know who it is.
Bird of prey. It's fast, judging from the flapping sound of its wings. We must go up front to protect Mr. Jorian and the others. They might be its target.
Oh, that's true actually. This creature, which I'm sure we know is we know it's Ge-Tian, but they don't know that. So yeah, that would be a good idea to protect the horses from these attackers.
The flint. Take out the flint. Kindle the sand rice to drive it away.
Good idea.
No, wait.
Oh, terrible
I don't think
idea.
That's a bird of prey, but the human with wings. And it's
that's
not
crazy.
coming any closer?
Oh, and then the exciting music just like fades off. The girl hesitates upon hearing the sound of music. Oh, is he blowing a flute? The music had been playing for only a short while. When those huge wings stirred the air into a violent storm, it was totally drowned out. It wasn't until it gave up on advancing that the slow flapping of wings was covered up by the music. But the tune of the music is unknown to all present. The music starts from the bird and spreads around like a torrential rain, enveloping the restless brown animals on the ground below. The horses look up in search of the source of this melody, as do the two other listeners. It is a simple and repetitive melody, but more than enough to consume Besmert's full attention. Damn. What is this avatar? I can't really tell what that is.
Madam, the thing is...
Oh! Wait, was it supposed to be so muffled? But yeah. This is quite crazy. Oh! Oh, I didn't realize that Besmert has a blindfold on her eyes. Okay. I thought there might just be nothing covering her eyes. But yeah, sure. The fierce steppe winds carry off her cries.
What did you say? I can't hear. I said that thing looks like a human with wings. A human? You mean it has the face of a human? Is the music also coming from it? Yes! The music playing winged creature with a human's face. Sounds familiar, don't you think?
Does it? Not to me.
An angel? You are not serious.
An angel. That is so funny.
But the angels blow trumpets. That stick it uses to play music. I'm not sure whether it's a wand or some instrument.
Isn't it just a flute? This sounds very much like a flute to me. The girl's voice cannot conceal her doubt. She grabs Besmert, wishing to step back, but remembers not to stray too far from the horses. This conflict between her instinct and reason is revealed in her fragmented words. She tries to understand the current situation, but finds it strangely difficult.
Madam, we're
Calm cooked.
Down, child.
Madam, we are cooked.
Look closer and tell me. What does it look like? What about its wand?
There's no way it's a wand. It's literally just a flute, no?
It has a human's head, dressed in grey with black wings instead of arms. Looks like a huge bird of prey. While the wand, I don't know how to describe it.
What do you mean? The girl hurriedly lifts her head again to confirm and add a supplementary defense to that which she still cannot clearly express.
But that thing is not even holding it. It's making the sound in mid-air.
How?
Sounds like a harpy, if there wasn't a wand.
Yeah, it does sound like a harpy actually, without a wand.
But it doesn't quite fit the descriptions in the book. Neither the color of its feathers nor the environment does.
I mean, this environment is just so bizarre. And the horses are neighing. As if they're trying to figure out what's going on, the horses, effecting a brisk piaffe, look up to the source of the sound. After a brief moment, the harpy turns around, flapping its wings and slowly flying away, with the horses following closely behind as if compelled. Well, Yennesae, I'm afraid you didn't do a really good job of protecting the horses if they literally just got kidnapped by a winged human-faced creature. Yeah, like...
Mr. Yurin, they are leaving after that thing.
This is crazy.
Stay calm, Yennesae. They must be under its control.
but I'm not sure if a harpy can manipulate its subjects from a distance.
Besmert strains to extract something useful from her mind, hoping to find anything that might explain the absurdities before her. In the end, she gains nothing, and a doubt strikes at her head again, like a well-placed hammer. This is
All right.
crazy.
Let's hope that...
Hope that Harpy doesn't need horses? Madam, we can't just stand here and hope.
Nonsense. Hope that this is just a mind-controlling arcane skill, and they're just affected by it. That's right. We must follow that creature and break the spell on them. Now
Yep.
you need to...
You need to... Besmert grabs Yenisei while her other hand points firmly upstream toward the herd of horses. Yenisei takes only a moment to understand her intentions and calms down.
Alright, I see what you mean. I'll go first. Please listen carefully to my footsteps and find us as soon as possible.
I don't... What, so is Yenisei just gonna go alone? I mean, that, I guess, because, you know, Besmert is blind and stuff, but... alright, bye, Yenisei. Unfortunately... Whoa! What is this? They quickly realize the creature doesn't need to look back to know what's going on behind it. It merely raises its talons to deftly parry Yenisei's attacks. That is to say, they realize soon enough that its power is far beyond what the two of them had imagined.
Hold there! What on earth do you want? Answer me!
Damn. Bro is just playing his flute. Perhaps it is because of this disparity in strength that the harpy seems not to feel any need to pay attention. It rolls around in midair. However, Yenisei struggles to see any discernible expression on its human face.
归去.
Damn, turn V back. Yeah, he spoke in Mandarin though. 归去. He said return, basically.
此处并无尔等所寻之物。
Seek what thou desire elsewhere.
What?
And we've got a language barrier.
既如此，不如归去。
Yeah, I get why there's why these subtitles are like phrased like this though, because yeah, this is not like no real person would speak in such a way, you know.
What is this sound? Speaking or singing? Sounds like a young man. How so? Well, at least it's definitely not a harpy.
Perhaps it's talking, but the tone sounds strange. I've never heard any language like this.
Yenisei tries in vain to continue forward, but the giant bird shakes its head in the air as though issuing a warning.
若执着于此，便是光阴蹉跎，前程枉然。
Bro, no one speaks like this, man. Can you speak normally, please? Please don't speak like an ancient text, please.
勿要上前了。
Okay, that's more normal, the way he said that sentence. As the wings of the giant bird rise and heave, in addition to the strange instrument, the horses also turn around. Their unhinged companions stand in the way as the music suddenly shifts from a melodious tune to a piercing frenzy. Uh-oh. It paints the scene of a hopeless conflict. And we're fighting. Even though... Oh my god! Is this what the horses look like? That... Oh, whoa! Yenisei? What's Yenisei doing on my team? It's been a while since we played with Yenisei. Yeah, I will be bonding with Liang Yue though.
Please stay back. Please let me your power. Calm. Be careful.
Alright, let's make quick work of these horses. That
You've
was...
done a good job. Now, may I have a hand towel?
That was quick work, I guess. Alright. The striped horses are driven by the giant bird, turning their heads to block her path. Yenisei can only lift her hands against the encirclement and continue launching her attacks upward. And neighs angrily. Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, get out of the way! Out!
Bad horse, bad horse.
And you! Hey, the flying one! You can talk, right? I don't know your language, but if you are going to eat them, you'd better think twice. Horse meat has a bad smell.
Okay. Bro is speechless. The bird remains silent. Yenisei notices a slender, white stick poking out from his feathers. Is that a flute? Like a bone, but yet also like a wand.
No! Madam, watch out!
Uh-oh.
What? I don't sense any hostility.
This attack indicates that it is, in fact, a wand. Okay. However, the two individuals supposedly subjected to this attack seem unchanged. Both physically and mentally, they are exactly as they were before. Phew! Well, that was close.
Huh?
Nothing happened?
Don't worry.
Thank goodness.
I'm fine. It wasn't an attack.
Are you sure? I mean, we didn't sense the other people turning into horses earlier as well. As the two of them begin to explore their uncertainty, the figure flapping its wings in the air speaks once again. This time, though, something is different.
Those whom you chase are no longer related to you once they walked in here and moistened their throats with the flowing water.
Oh! He's speaking English now. That's pretty convenient.
They are the Jutsu's concern. No more chasing.
What is a GC? I don't understand.
Damn.
No, wait. I understand his words now. What? But what is happening? Am I seeing illusions again? Madam, what about
No.
What about her?
It's not an illusion. I can understand it too.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. Is he able to speak different languages? Or can he learn from our conversation in no time?
The attack he just
Maybe he
made
just
could be
cast
his
a spell,
arcane
yeah.
skill.
Yeah, he could just cast a translation arcane skill.
I can sense the fluctuation of his arcane energy. It's wondrous power that allows people to communicate.
Amazing.
Speculation is unhelpful to your situation. Go back to where you came from.
This time, its meaning is clear, but neither these words of advice nor its tone of refusal can shake their resolve. Turning back had never been a consideration before, so of course, they wouldn't consider it now.
No. First, you must turn them back. Second, to go back or not is our decision to make, not yours.
That
Uh-oh.
was not my doing.
Yenisei attempts to understand the true meaning hidden in the giant bird's words. Her mind spins rapidly and countless questions clamber up, desperate to leap from her tongue.
You stopped here and cast that arcane skill for us to talk, which means you think communication is a available choice between us. You just mentioned the flowing water. Do you mean the river we passed by? And you say these striped horses are Jisu's concern. I need to know where that place is because they are my teammates. Besides, who on earth are you?
What you ask, I have no answer.
Then what do you know?
The 4 books and 5 classics, Geomancy and Feng Shui, Chengwei Divination.
What?
What are you talking about?
Bro knows Feng Shui. That's pretty cool. And divination as well. And I don't know what the 4 books and 5 classics are. And geomancy. Actually, I don't know. The 4 books and 5 classics. I feel like that... Is that, like... referring to Chinese literature? Let me search this out. 4 books and 5 classics. 续书五经. Right, but what are the actual books though? Oh no. No, what on earth is this? Written before 300 BC. Damn, these are some old books. These are some old books this guy has read.
The answers to many questions, naturally.
The doubt in his tone seems to come straight from the bottom of his heart.
Yenisei, listen to me. We might be asking the wrong questions.
Yeah. We need to be...
But we need to collect more information or buy more time. Whatever we are going to do, we can't just let him go. He will take Mr. Yurian and the team away from us.
But clearly he is reluctant to answer these questions. Perhaps he'd be willing to exchange them for our supplies.
I don't think he wants our supplies, Besmert.
He is trying to take them away. Perhaps because they are carrying the supplies he needs.
Besmert, I don't think the horses are carrying anything. And yeah, I'm afraid that's just... That is not what the bird person is talking about.
You mean food or what? Let's
Stop. There's nothing else for you here. And I need nothing.
Damn.
What I yearn for is beyond even my own grasp.
Thanks for sharing, buddy.
Wait! Good sir!
Good sir, no, and they're gone. The bird turns around and flaps its wings, flying away much faster than before. This time, there is no music. Yet the odd creatures follow closely in the wake of the wind raised by the motion of its wings.
Hey!
Well...
Darn! He flew away!
Well... There goes our team. Well, we're never seeing them ever again.
Anything wrong?
What? Is Besmert disheartened?
Don't blame yourself, madam. He appeared to be the unpredictable type.
What is? Did Besmert doubt her ability to persuade someone?
Do you still have the strength to walk? We need to hurry up and go after him.
Besmert grabs Yenisei's arm and quickly chases after the piercing sound of the wind. Alright. To be continued. Damn, man. He really just kidnapped our companions, our companion horses, and left. That's so based. Alright, let's press on now with part 6, the Yellow Sand Road. I'm also noticing that there's no traces thus far, which is pretty interesting. I swear usually there's like a trace or two by now, but yeah. Let's check out part 6. Let's see if Getian is gonna bring us to his home. I don't know what type of home he would have though. Like a cave? Or like a palace? I don't know. There could be a random palace in the middle of these mountains. In the battle between 2 legs and 4, okay. The burdenless horses gallop wildly as the jammed bird flies further and further, leaving exhausted Besmert and Yenisei far behind. Well, that's not good.
Madam.
Their stamina slips away faster than it did before on the plains. Their actions become increasingly labored and their steps slow to a plodding halt.
Are we going upstream? If we are, he must be taking his prey back to his nest. Is there a forest there?
I'm sorry, madam. I can't think right now. I can't see anything. Only stars.
We can only see stars. The girl suddenly realizes that she can no longer pull Besmert along. With her energy dwindling, the sudden pause only leaves her more flustered.
Huh? Why? Why stop? Huh?
And we're collapsing.
I hear horses right in front of us.
There are horses right in front of us?
And people.
There's people and horses in front of us? How did that happen? Not just people. Wait, what is this? This like horse carriages and like a city? Wait, did I miss something? Oh! What? The clamor of commerce, a melody in the trundling of carriages, rolling wheels on the ground, and the sound of footsteps on the soil and stones soon followed. No matter what lies ahead...
No, it's not a forest.
Okay, so I may have been half joking when I said that his lair, his home, is a palace, but it seems entirely possible now that he does live in a palace. Huh.
There are walls and people. I don't understand. Wait, could it be?
Hard city walls made of earth and stone, and a soaring gate tower, the likes of which they have never seen before, encompass the bustling town and the vivid figures within. The gate is opened wide. Pedestrians pass under it, as guards wearing silver armor stand at the entrance to the city.
Is it a supply station?
I don't think this is what a supply station looks like, Genesee.
No.
This is a city.
Where on earth are we?
Child, please tell me where we are.
I don't know where we are, Besmert.
I can't hear the rustling of the sand rice anymore. But there are other noises. I'm thinking, is this a settlement?
Yes, it is. This is definitely a settlement. We can even see some people in there. They look like normal people, actually. The girl shakes her head, failing to answer Besmert's question. Having never seen such a place before, she is naturally apprehensive of all that stands before her.
No. At least it doesn't look like one. Not like any towns or villages we've seen. I think I'm seeing another illusion. I see a desert, some plants, and a wooden pavilion on the yellow walls. The roof of the pavilion looks like bird wings, and the people down the walls are quite different from us.
Walls and people, right? Only a city has walls around it. I also hear those noises. It's not an illusion.
Is it not an illusion though? I mean, both of you heard the sand, the desert we were at like just a moment ago, so I don't know, man.
No, you don't understand. Those yellow walls and the gates don't look real at all.
What do you mean they don't look real? They look very real, Genesee.
I've never seen any buildings like this. A pavilion on the stone walls with 4 pointy tips around the roof? They seem to be flying in mid-air.
What?
Perhaps it's just a foreign architectural style.
Yeah, I think so.
Besides, we couldn't have gone far enough to reach a city. Unless it's a fake one.
A fake city?
We must not go there, Ashley.
We lost track of the giant bird and the others long before we heard the noises of this city. The last thing I can recall is that the flapping of the huge wings disappeared in the south.
The girl tightly clasps Besmert's sleeve, realizing that things are sliding in a direction beyond her control.
The city wall before you is also to the south, is it not?
Facts. This city holds the truth that we need. Besmert quietly turns her face toward Yenisei. Though the girl knows her eyes are covered by fabric and are unable to see a thing, this gesture still possesses the power of a gaze. A kind of soothing, stable, but at the same time questioning power.
Madam, you are doing it again. You never listen to me.
Child, we are standing in the right place.
Well then, let's go
Behind
in.
these walls, our teammates might be suffering due to my misjudgment.
Yenisei pauses a brief moment before she makes up her mind.
The gate is open. I can see the people in the city.
Oh, we've accepted that it's a city now. Awesome.
But there are guards patrolling around. They are holding some spear-like weapons, and the one in the front looks quite different from us.
Do they?
I don't think they understand our language. Even if we ask them to let us in. Remember those herders? Almost impossible to communicate with them without an interpreter.
Hope our travel documents can get us through that gate.
Okay, your travel documents are definitely not getting you through this gate, I'm afraid. There's just no way. We've got to be... We're gonna have to fight our way in or something. To be continued, alright. Let's press on then. Part 7. The Guests from Afar. Let's see if the city is gonna accept our travel papers. Even though, I'm fairly sure they won't. Interesting, though, that this city just... It's just here. Very random. Gate. According to Yenisei's description, the peculiar-looking city defenders are all clad in silver armor and bear sharp weapons in their hands. Yeah, this looks like a pretty oldish, you know, like a, yeah, pretty oldish city. Definitely not something you would see though, surely, at whatever the year it currently actually is for the outside world. It sounds like a scene from the medieval era. Having passed every barrier smoothly all the way from Omsk, they think the garrison here is also a piece of cake. But as it becomes clear, they are wrong to underestimate them. Even though both sides miraculously understand each other's words, the passes here are still well guarded.
Please show me your pass.
Oh.
You have all our documents.
This is not a pass.
Yep.
Sir, you have the documents. Please, take a closer look at them.
I'm afraid this is not how documents work in a city such as this.
I'm not a sir. Please show me the right pass, which shows where you come from and where you're going.
I wouldn't have been here if I knew the answers.
No pass, no entry.
Rip. The problem seems to lie in both parties failing in the art of effective communication. This bickering back and forth over useless technical pitfalls undoubtedly wastes everyone's time.
I think it has been clearly stated on our documents. The documents were issued by the association. They worked in all the borders in the north. What makes the difference here?
It's not verified. I don't know which pass let you pass with this pass. Let alone the writing and the seal on it cannot be recognized.
Oh, they're talking seals, like a stamp. That's funny. Bro, this has to be the funniest sentence, so... I don't know which pass let you pass with this pass, that alone... Oh my god.
If I let you in, it would be my negligence.
Guys, just give him a pass. Come on now.
Can we talk to someone else? You don't understand what we are talking about.
I don't think any other person would understand what you're talking about.
I understand every word you say.
Very well. If you do, friend, this is what happened. Our teammates were transformed into horses and taken away by a winged man. We think they might have been brought here, so we need to get into the city to find them. This is urgent. I hope you can understand.
I've been on duty for over 6 hours. There was no such thing as a winged man.
Uh-oh.
You can't fool me with your stupid story. I've seen too many of these little tricks.
Wait, who else would be trying to sneak into the city? Is there anyone else out here?
The rule is, no pass, no entry.
Damn, bro's like a broken record. He really wants that pass. The defender in silver armor looks like a wall of iron from whichever angle he's seen. Yanase looks up and sees the wooden eaves above the masonry, rising straight into the sky to cast a shadow over the ground. She remembers a giant bird and suddenly wishes she too had wings.
Fine. This man understands our language, but he won't buy it.
Yenny?
Let's just climb over the fence. Unfortunately, she doesn't have wings, and so she must find some other way to deal with their predicament.
Then I will see if we can make it in without this pass.
Oh.
Trying to break in? You're overestimating yourself.
Oh! Sorry, sir.
Just trying.
Sorry,
because
not,
we are
sir.
not given any choices, sir.
I'm not a sir.
Wait, Yenisei.
And we are fighting the gatekeeper. Ancient city. Yeah, it is pretty ancient.
I got it now.
Right. Let's fight, and hopefully
Understood.
these enemies can survive more than one round. Oh, they can,
Please stay behind me.
because there's 2 ways. Oh, that's perfect.
What I'm good at. Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Be careful.
I still think I still haven't had the chance to use Liang Yue's ult in one of these battles. That's annoying. It's because I can't farm it fast enough. I mean, I can farm it in the second round if I don't link her up with Anjanala, but yeah.
Awake.
Well, GG.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Amazing. Alright, so we just beat up the front gate guard. Emptying the glass bottles one by one, Yenisei's weapons are quickly depleted. Why are we throwing glass bottles at him? And where did these glass bottles even come from? Were we just carrying a bag of empty bottles the entire way? Across from them, a dry iron wall, the poor guard, has become a wet iron wall.
Warning! Intruders!
Uh-oh!
Close the gate!
That's funny. The guards on the wall above the city gates respond in a quick and rhythmic step. Below, those within the city gates scuff the sand as the gate's heavy cables are twisted in reply, held tightly in expectant hands awaiting their next command.
They are closing the gate.
I'm glad you saw that, Besmer.
This is bad. We have to get in. Or how are we going to get them back? We can't just leave them here. Neither can I just turn away from the clues to the Dushuo Festival and the mysterious Eastern arcane power.
Oh, did you say Dushuo Festival?
Sir, I beg of you.
Besmer rushes forward, attempting to pull back the guards and the city gates with all her might. But her lack of sight impedes her, unable to detect the hidden dangers on the uneven packed sand road. A loose stone is enough to trip her, and despite the demands of the moment, it takes her time to get back up again. Uh-oh.
Don't get any closer.
Madam, are you alright?
Yeah, tripping is dangerous. She anxiously helps Besmer to her feet, with her other hand tightly gripping an empty glass bottle. Seriously? Are we still doing this? They've had countless unpredictable mishaps along the way, enough to write an adventure story few would believe, and experienced more than enough to exhaust the will of any explorer. Perhaps simply allowing the city gates to close is a safer and more appropriate approach.
Maybe we should just give up, madam. I'm even thinking if all these things we've been through are just illusions. The unusual terrains, the teammates turned into striped horses, and now this nonsense. I won't let you go in there and risk your life.
Besmer cannot see her companion's expression, but can hear the hesitation in her voice. It proves enough to add to her struggle to get up again.
No. On the contrary, child. The unknown people. The uncharted city. We are very close to what we've been chasing. We were born to run after these exciting and amazing things.
Great. That's great,
You're
Besmert.
also looking for an answer from Ask and Acquire, right?
Why are we looking for an answer
Besides,
from Ask and
we
Acquire?
have no idea how Mr.
And Acquire.
Julian and the others are doing. There is more to consider other than our own safety.
Well said. Speaking of which,
Huh? Who are you?
the city is much safer than the wild. You have my word. As for me, I am the Li Zheng of the biggest merchants hub in this city. You can address me by my title.
Legion. Low-ranking government official responsible for taxation and household registrations. Alright. Sure, man.
Li Zheng?
He sounds like a decent gentleman.
Amazing. What was bro doing? He was just casually walking around.
They are the intruders.
Noted. The situation is under control. No need to close the gate. The ladies look like foreign merchants. Their business is within my purview. Besides, it's holiday time. They could be here for the celebration. Don't be so harsh on them.
Happy holidays is at the Dushuo Festival.
Understood.
Well, that was easy. Does bro really have that much power? Liu Zheng. The guard holds his hands in front of him and makes a gesture that Yenisei cannot understand before retreating to one side. A glimmer of expectation is reignited in the hearts of Yenisei and Besmert, as if their misfortune might have at last dissipated.
If I am correct, you have lost your pass, right?
Yep, we don't have a pass with a proper
We
stamp.
do have a pass, but it seems it doesn't work here.
Well, just an understandable mistake for people from afar. However, either for business or the Dushuo festival, it is troublesome without a proper pass.
Dushuo Festival? Is it taking place now?
That's what I said. I thought that is why you are here in Pei City.
Pei City? What is Pei?
Yes. We were told of it, but we've never been to one. We are not sure. We all heard of the legend about it.
So is the festival sung as a nursery rhyme in your tribe?
Tribe? We are not tribal people. We come from the north.
Northerners? Oh, I mistook you for the descendants of the Wu Sun from the westward.
Wu Sun. Wu Sun. Wu Sun. Yeah, I don't know what Wu Sun means, but yeah, no. See, now I'm a bit confused, because I don't know where geographically these guys are. Like, where Besmert and Yenisei were. But since this is an ancient Chinese city, yeah, like saying from the north just makes it seem like they're from. Oh no, they are from north. Wait, yeah, they are from north. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, never mind. I got a bit confused. But yeah, no, Russia is north. So yeah, but I mean, it's also kind of considered westward, but Europe,
It is
whatever.
said that they
Europe,
have
Asia.
migrated outside the Jiuloman mountain. No one has ever met them until now. Your clothes also have a unique style. I should apologize for my mistake. What's more, this lady by your side has red hair, green eyes, and fair complexion. The features match the records in history books.
History books.
History books.
Damn.
Mr. Li Zheng, in your history books, do you have...
Like I said, you may just call me Li Zheng.
Hello, Li Zheng.
The book says, Wu Sun, one of the tribes in the western regions, has the most unusual appearance. The present foreigners are their descendants with features of green eyes, red hair, and the looks of macaque monkeys.
I don't know what a macaque monkey is.
Monkeys?
Maybe we can't believe every word in the book. No matter. Where were we just now? Was it...
Dushwa Festival. We are here for the festival.
Splendid.
Right. Exactly.
The old man in front of her seems to be full of interest, and with his hands clasped, he resumes his topic.
The Pay City is famous for its grand celebration and joyful spirit during the festival. It attracts countless travelers from far away every year.
Amazing, bro.
I could only imagine how hard it was for you to arrive here. Well done.
Thanks, man.
However, forgive me for being offensive. It seems you have lost sight in both eyes.
Oh.
Yes. Would that be a problem?
Under this city's caring policy, you have the privilege of traveling without a pass.
Oh! Perfect! Perfect. That is amazing.
The gate guard is new here. I sincerely apologize for his offense.
He bows slightly, implying a subtle apology, and leads the two toward the city proper.
Come, follow me. It is not safe to stay outside of the city. There have been many missing persons cases recently.
Uh-oh.
We intensified the patrol, in case someone is blocked out of their city and goes missing.
Missing persons cases.
Yeah, missing persons. Between further topics of conversation, the two follow Legion's guidance and at last pass through the city gates. We did it! We did it, guys. We entered the city. And I don't know, but the guard said he didn't see any winged man, so what, how on earth did he get past the gate then and into the city? Oh, the city's huge. Yo, that's awesome. Next up, questions and answers. Okay, let's check this out and wrap up today's episode. Questions and answers. I would love lots of answers. That would be great. There are many questions to ask as well. Ask and acquire. Oh. Looks pretty nice as an ancient place. Legion leads the two of them up the city wall to a connected inner chamber. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's got like these kind of like window shutters. Oh, they've got blinds as well. Wow, very innovative. Yanase cannot shake the notion that her next step will land on thin air until they at last enter the room, and she can let go. From the city gate to the room, the scenery is completely different from outside the city. Though it is a short distance, she is very impressed. Very impressed.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Here, madam.
I don't feel any chairs around me. How am I going to...
We sit on the floor? Yeah, we sit on the floor.
It seems the people here sit on their heels. Here, cushion.
Just make yourself comfortable.
The two of them hobble onward, imitating the old man's unfamiliar posture as he kneels down beside a low table.
You ladies look better now. What were you going to ask?
There are many fears and doubts in their hearts that beg expression. However, the first to break the silence is nothing more than an odd query.
Your walls, won't they collapse?
Why do you think that?
Because they seem to be made of only earth and stone. I don't think these materials can stand the weathering. Not to mention the wooden pavilion on the walls.
You draw the conclusion only by its appearance. In fact, the stakes are deeply driven into the ground and stand firmly. No need to worry about the peeling bricks and clay. It's just a sign of the city's longevity.
Okay.
The city's longevity? So how old is this city?
You know, just, you know, a couple 100 years old.
As I recall, hundreds of years.
Yep.
Its annuals take up most of the library. Each volume records a decade. Considering the large quantity, hundreds may not be the best quantifier.
Damn.
There are many historical sites in the city. You may take your mother for a site tour.
Her mother. That's cute. But damn, there are historical sites in this city, and this is already an ancient city. So that's like some prehistorical sites,
Madame
you know?
Besmirch is not my mother.
Miss Pierre. Oh, I apologize. I forgot about her site.
Between his words, Li Jin instinctively casts an apologetic glance in Besmir's direction. Though she cannot see, she seems to feel something and turns her head towards his voice. I'm sorry. How did bro forget about her sight though? Doesn't she literally wear a white blindfold? I mean, she does have the hat covering her eyes though in her like avatar, so I guess maybe that's why he just
That's
couldn't see.
alright.
Yeah.
People often mistake me for having good eyesight because I walk around freely like others.
And also because you just cover your eyes with your hat, so I guess you can't really see the blindfold.
The silver lining is, we have a caring policy in this regard. We're here to help whether you need assistance or not.
You keep talking about my eyesight. May I ask why?
The government is obliged to provide help to people with severe impairments, including those who have lost their sights in both eyes. Isn't it the same with the Northerners? Oh, if my question is offensive.
No, that's fine. More than fine, actually. In the North, I have to do more to be treated like an ordinary person.
I see. I've heard that people at the North idolize the strong and pay little attention to the weak. Little did I know the disabled enjoy no privilege.
Damn.
But now you are here with us in Pei City. Please rest at ease. Moreover, you speak fluent Hanese. I'm sure your stay here will go swimmingly.
Oh, they think she's speaking in Han. Oh, that's interesting. Like he thinks she's speaking in Han Chinese. When was Han Chinese spoken? That was so long ago.
You mean we are speaking the Hanese right now?
NSA feels her hand being pressed lightly by Besmir's own. Yeah, maybe the spell that was cast on the arcane skill cast on us earlier when encountering Gexian was it carried on till now. That's nice.
Are you not? It's interesting you ask. According to the records of the hub, most of the foreign merchants with fluent Hanese have lived a long time in the Central Plains.
The name given to China by the ancient Chinese. Right. Right, yeah, so he okay, yeah, so I guess he's just assuming that they've lived in China for a long
While
time.
you're obviously not one of them, neither have you paid frequent visits here. Otherwise you wouldn't have forgotten a proper pass.
This somewhat insightful witticism surprises Besmir.
You're a man of sharp wit, I have to say. Back where we are from, merchants come and go, including those who speak your tongue. We've dealt with them a lot throughout the years. If it weren't for their advice, we wouldn't have made it this far on our first journey as a new caravan.
I see. Foreign merchants are well informed and welcomed by the citizens in Pei City. Oh, there are other foreign merchants in the hub.
Oh?
If you have no place to stay, the caravans arrive there might be a good choice.
Oh, wait, meeting other foreign merchants here could be cool, actually. As he speaks, Li Jin takes out a sheet of paper from a large stack.
Take this with you. It is the pass to verify your identities.
Perfect.
You can enjoy your
Thanks,
stay
man.
here with it, or you might end up being expelled.
We'll go.
Thank you.
Li Jin.
Then how are we going to...
Please, show me the document you have now.
Certainly. Let me just...
I have them. I always have them with me, madam.
Oh, thank you. You are reliable as always, child.
They hand over a document in a brown paper envelope.
Thank you. I will take a look. Hold on a second.
Is he gonna be so shocked by this? Oh no, it's like handwritten. It's not like printed on a piece of paper or anything, so he's not gonna get shook by it. He's gonna see the stamp as well. On this document, besides a drawn red seal that roughly illustrates its purpose, the remaining descriptive handwriting looks like scrawled symbols with the beginnings and ends of sentences connected hastily without leaving any gaps. The embarrassment between reader and writer grows like a bubble waiting to pop. Can he not read it? Surely he can't read it.
Looks like it's written in Turkish. Is it Turkish?
What? No, it...
Besmer makes a move before Yenisei finishes speaking. She pats the girl's back and gestures for her to allow her to explain. Despite her doubts, the girl habitually follows her lead.
Yes, a variation of it. This is the written language in the north. Yenny, this is the written language in your hometown, also known as Yeniseic, isn't it?
Why are we gaslighting ancient citizens right now? Oh my god, Yenisei. Yenisei is almost certain that her companion is winking at her, despite her eyes being covered. Or perhaps it is just her own intuition prompting her. She realizes, oh damn, I accidentally skipped.
That's right.
Or perhaps it is just her own intuition prompting her. She realizes then, in a moment of enlightenment, that in their precarious situation, she may well need to learn how to quickly accommodate these occasional lies.
My apologies. I should have known that our language is a rare kind in the Central Plains.
I understand. It's all right, but I'm afraid you have to write it down yourself, including where you came from.
In Han Chinese.
Please take this file as a reference.
Thank you. I'll do it.
Is it? Surely it's just gonna be in Chinese. she's got her mouth so wide open.
Sorry, but I don't think I can read it.
That's not very good, innit?
Oh, my mistake. I should have realized the paperwork is much harder than oral communication.
Yeah.
But the servant is not here today. All right. You can tell me and I'll write it down. Like this one. What did you come to the city for?
For business.
How many of you are there in the team?
7, including us.
There were 7 of us.
Were? Where are they now?
This is also what we are trying to find out. On our way here, they were transformed into horses and taken away by a giant bird.
Bizarre.
Transform into horses? Then how come you didn't get transformed?
We have no idea. Perhaps because Madame Besmertz and I are arcanists, while the others are humans.
Or maybe because you just didn't drink from the water, you know, because Gershan literally told us that.
What do you mean?
What do you
Does
mean?
the giant bird only attack humans? Then how does he identify them? There's no huge difference between humans and arcanists, after all.
Damn. Based.
What?
No huge difference.
This is an answer they had never considered before. Or rather, it was a premise that seemed so distant to their own views that it defied being considered. Yeah, I mean, wasn't like back in like older times, like there were like many arcanists or something, and like they were also quite powerful or something. I don't know. As if saying a diamond was no different from a clump of soil.
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. Let's go back to the difference between humans and arcanists later. My guess is there might be something wrong with the water. We found a river when crossing the steppe. teammates were too thirsty and drank the water in haste. Then we realized something was wrong.
Yes, it came from the northwest. Not a big one, but quite clean.
That might be the main river of Pei City, called Peilin River.
Peilin River.
But it's been shrinking these past years. Also, there are no cases of people drinking it and turning into horses. What were the features of that giant bird?
It's got black feathers.
He has black or brown wings, red tail feathers, and a man's face.
Truly bizarre.
Also, as I recall it, he has the voice of a young man.
A giant bird with a man's face. A feather man. Did he play a musical instrument?
How's he piecing this together? What that? Okay.
He played a stick-like instrument. His music could lead the horses to where he went.
That's just a flute, bro.
Was there a bone-like wand with him?
Yes.
Could be, but I'm not sure.
Wait, how does he
was
know
so
so
far away
much?
from us.
How does he know so much?
I have a rough idea now.
Damn, you're so knowledgeable, Li Zhen.
If that's what I think it is, even though he is not a Shangri, I have to say...
No, why are we sighing, man? He seems to be overcome with regret. Vesmer demurely adjusts her kneeling position, keenly sensing a new development.
Sounds like something happened when you last met.
The giant bird, or the featherman as we say, was considered a Shangri by some citizens. It is because he looks like the legendary Gou Mang.
Gou Mang. Huh. Tall and bright. If I directly translate the name,
What
like
is this
literally.
Xiang Rei? Is it some kind of guardian?
Not exactly. In most cases, Shangri is just Yao, but in a good way. They are benevolent, using their power to help people and bless the area.
Ah, okay.
Before your report, there was someone else witnessing a featherman with a bone wand. He once brought some animals to the jutsu and claimed they were transformed from humans.
Oh, damn, that's exactly what he said he was gonna do. He said that the horses were gonna be subjected to Zizi.
This is exactly what happened to our teammates.
If these two are the same featherman, then he is very likely involved in these missing persons cases.
Damn.
Oh, the cases you mentioned. I see.
Too bad that witness couldn't remember anything. Even the slightest feature. For us to draw a picture. Since no one could provide other evidence, her word was considered nonsense.
Well, that's
The
unfortunate.
Fa Cao thought she was possessed and suggested she take a break in her hometown during the holiday.
Damn.
We want to pay her a visit. Will she come back?
Li Jing waves his hand. There's little value to be gleaned from such a faulty clue.
I'm afraid not. She worked as a Julie in the Jutsu. It's not a crucial position, but clearly not suitable for a possessed person. There's someone filling in for her now.
Rip. She got fired. Yennecy grips the fabric on her knee. She is as persistent as a soldier when executing orders, and this time is no different.
What if I can offer a drawing of the featherman?
Oh.
He was far away in mid-air at
Perfect.
the time. I couldn't see the details, but I remember his outline and the color of his wings. Besides, I have experience in making sketches and maps.
Perfect.
I can totally make a drawing of him.
Sketch? Map? But we can only attach your drawing to the wanted poster for the moment. We can't put him in prison without solid evidence. Everything is yet to be confirmed by the court. But a drawing is better than nothing. Please give it a try. Here's the brush and the ink. Help yourself.
She has to use a brush and ink. That is hilarious. Yennecy approaches the table and picks up the brush that was used to write just moments ago. Oh my god. There's no way. Surely, there's no way Yennecy is gonna have proper, like, brush, like, what? How do you describe it? Like the way you hold and move the brush.
This is the same long pen you just used?
That's right.
And this is the ink? But it won't adhere to the pen.
What do you mean? You just like dip it a little bit, you know? You make your strokes, and then you just re-dip.
The liquid ink. You need to rub the ink stick on the ink stone first.
Oh.
It's fine. I'll rub it for you. You can focus on the drawing.
Wait, this is beyond me. You have to rub the ink stick on the stone. And then dip it. The old man rolls up his sleeves and deftly grinds out some ink for Yenisei to dip the brush in. And the girl does not hesitate to write.
Huh? The lines it draws are really heavy.
Yenisei.
And do we only have the black ink?
Yes, Yenisei, we only have black ink. Bro is not amused.
No, there are different colors.
Wait, do we actually?
May I have the red one?
That's for stamps,
Please hold on. I will get it for you.
Okay, bro. Surely that's like expensive or something, red ink. The slow and steady footsteps gradually move away. To be continued. You know what? I got some answers. I mean, yeah, Pay City seems like a nice place, honestly. Seems very accommodating to arcanists as well, and disabled people. So shout out. Very, very nice ancient city, honestly. Yeah. And next time we will be continuing on, but yeah, today we will be wrapping up here. Yeah, this is Junyangzhi, if I'm right. Yeah, very cool. All right. Oh, we've got enough clear drops to make some pulls. So I might as well just randomly go on Vila's banner and do 2 pulls, because yeah, I've just been kind of randomly pulling on this banner for literally no reason. It's just a gambling addiction, you know?
Good day.
But I mean, I swear Vila's a good healer anyways. Well, regardless, we got nothing, so yeah.
Hello, I'm Lisa.
Anyways, yeah. Very, very intriguing story. But yeah, I don't know how this is gonna have anything to do with, like, you know, chapter 7 or something, but yeah, this very interesting. Don't know what Ge Qian is doing. Oh yeah, it is Ge Qian. I think I said Ge Xian earlier, but no, it's Ge Qian.
You often show
over
up
here.
unexpectedly. Is this a recent trend among the house guests?
Wait, looking at him now, he's
Given his
really
some
pale.
thought, some of my people also flew to another tree unanticipatedly. I see. I will try it someday.
Yeah, he looks really pale now that I look at him properly. Huh. Interesting. But yeah. That'll be it. I hope you enjoyed... Oh, that's not the one. I hope you enjoyed my experience with checking out Pay City. And next time we will continue and see how, you know, Besmert and Yenisei continue on trying to discover what happened to their friends. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.